My very best, and I am suffering.
No, you are not suffering. We're all suffering having to put up with this. Let me make something clear. When people look at you, they see two privileged young people who, through good fortune, have ended up with everything one could dream of in life. No one, not a single breathing living soul anywhere, sees cause for suffering.
They would if they knew.
Knew what? They know that you are a spoilt, immature man, endlessly complaining, unnecessarily. Married to a spoilt, immature woman, endlessly complaining, unnecessarily. And we are all heartily sick of it. All anyone wants is for the pair of you to pull yourselves together. Stop making spectacles of yourselves.
One of the best sets I took of Meghan was a set of her actually going to a florist. And at the florist, she literally was there. She honestly facilitated. She posed up for us. She smiled at us, me and the other guy I was working with, and we got such a beautiful set of pictures. She talked to us, and at one point she was like telling me, she's like, "Oh, where are you from?" I was like, "I'm from London." She's like, "Well, you need to stop wearing that trench coat because we're in Toronto. You need to wear a puffer jacket." Meghan also used to organise setups where she would ask an agency, "Hey, I'm going to be turning up to a restaurant or an event. Can you photograph me coming in?" So the funny thing about that actually is as well is that like Meghan has also posed with paparazzi. I've actually seen images of her posing and standing next to paparazzi. I can even show you a picture afterwards. She's got the photographer's got her arm around. He might have his arm around her. He's standing right next to her. I remember the picture vividly. I remember the name of the photographer.
Talking to you, and they like start in the middle of a story, and you're like, you skipped some chapters here. You skipped a few chapters. That's how I feel with Harry and Meghan. It's like, what story that you married a prince and you decided to leave the monarchy? Okay. Is there a huge story? It's our turn. It's never been anyone else's turn, Meghan. It has never, ever, ever been anyone else's turn but Meghan Markle's. Tell me one thing that the palace has said in terms of a narrative. I think the only thing they've ever said is like, hey, we wish you luck. This life isn't for everyone. Bon chance. I mean, as far as I know, that's it. There's no books by them. There's no interviews. There's no documentaries. There's no podcasts. There's no nothing. And there has been all of that in triplicate from these two assholes.
Oh, look at us. We're in love and happy and not dead inside. Get fucked, both of you.
I think they've committed treason, actually. They're trying to bring down the monarchy. And I think their behaviour is disgusting. As you said, Andrew, that bit where she did the curtsy. Oh. I actually thought Harry looked at her as if to say, you're lying. He looked embarrassed to me. But I think he can't control her. And I think it shows an absolute disrespect to the royal family, its traditions. It's an assault on our late Queen. And don't forget, this is a family still in grief.
I know.
We only lost the Queen just 3 months ago. You know, how disrespectful. You know, Harry, talks about grief, and we're all so, sad that he lost his mother at such a young age. But his father has just lost his mother. You know, what about William, who also lost his mother and has lost his grandmother? It's utterly selfish. And I really do feel they're trying to bring down the whole institution.
He also virtually wrote his father out of the narrative. But you talked about the awesomeness of his mother. Look, I was a huge fan of Princess Diana, and it was a terrible tragedy what happened. I'm afraid she paid the ultimate price of getting in a car with a drunk driver and not wearing a seatbelt. Forget all the conspiracy theories, but he virtually wrote his father out of that script. And how dare he suggest he and Meghan are the only royals who married for love?
That was a massive dig, absolute dig at William and Kate. Yes. And another thing which I really disliked throughout, the sort of grim pictures of Kate, who's always is smiling and also does hug, because there was another dig that she wasn't the hug.
That. Now, the thing that I hated the hugging comment as well. Yeah. Because I'm a hugger, but the British people don't hug.
We do.
What do you know? You've only been here for 18 months or so. You didn't really speak to him.
Now I'm starting to realize this is a big deal. I mean, Americans will understand this. Medieval times, dinner and tournament. It was like that. Like, I curtsied as though I was like... Pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. Was that okay?
More Meghan Markle icks.
I never saw pictures
Watch this.
or videos of a walkabout. Like, what's a walkabout?
Look at his face. He's like, what? Now listen to what he says right after this.
As much as I knew from my own experience of what I'd seen, but the piece I really didn't know about was the style, right? And what a woman needed to, how they needed to dress and all that sort of stuff.
With his own words, he describes how he prepared her for that. The only thing he didn't know was the style aspect. At the beginning of this documentary and other interviews, he's repeatedly said how much he's tried to prepare her for the world that he lives in. And then she throws him under the bus like, nobody prepared me, we're just thrown into the wolf.
A lot of interesting reactions coming out after this Netflix disaster. Thank you guys so much for all your reactions to my recap of it. I really wanted to tell you how much I appreciate it. I took time and read every single one, and you guys are so kind. I really do appreciate you taking the time to write to me. It really means the world, and all the support. Stay tuned to this channel, because as more reactions come out, we'll be sure to follow those. Thanks so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.